Welcome back. This is David Ward from metalriskmanager.com. This is the second of two tutorials on how to upload trades into metalriskmanager.com. So if you can remember from the end of the last tutorial, we showed you how to download some representative positions onto your local Excel as a CSV file. So what we're going to do here is basically amend that CSV file and send it back up with some of your own test data. So if we just briefly look at some of the descriptions, we can see here that we have a lot of different types of transactions: futures, options, Asian options, swaps. Well, for the most part, at least initially, I suspect that people are interested in forward contracts or possibly swap contracts. So what we'll do is we will firstly rename the description, and we're going to get rid of those contracts that perhaps we're not going to trade. So we're going to delete those particular trade types, and that just leaves us basically with two particular trades: a forward contract and a swap contract. Let's just call them slightly different names: forward and swap. So let's put in 1,000. For the swap, it's over one particular month. Let's just say that we did 200 lots, 200 tons instead of 100 tons. So we've made some amendments to the trade types just for the test purposes, and we're going to save as, and we'll just call it test positions, and we want to save it as a CSV file. So let us now close that. We can see that we've got the two test files that we've taken over. We're going to take that down and now go back into the application, and we're going to load up those two test trades. So what we need to do is to add a session. So mark to market and risk, and we're going to call it first test. And we're being prompted for a particular date that we want to revalue. Well, let's take the end of the month, why not? End of September. Now here we get various options as to how to upload our positions, and what we're going to use is the CSV file that we have on our local disk. So we're going to browse for that, and we can see that we've got underscore test positions, so we open that. So we're now in a position to basically confirm that those are the particular trade types that we have loaded, which they are. No errors. If there were any errors, that would come up. We'd have to go and correct them. Positions are correct. Basically go in and load those two trades, and as we can see, we have first test has basically been populated, so we're going to view that. It might take a few seconds or so to redisplay the information based on the valuation risk matrices using the particular input parameters that we chose. So let's take that down. Put the clock on it. We're going about 15-20 seconds. Still loading. There we go. So it takes about 40 seconds or so to download the position. So what we can see here is the particular, again, details of when we did the valuation, when the trade particular session was added, name of the session. We can download the positions as calculations, which we'll have a look at in a minute. We'll look at the valuation reports. First off, we get the summary set of results. So we've got an MPV of minus 753, and that, as you look down to the detail, you can see that that comes from those two particular trade types. The valuation on the Asian, there's a loss of 13,000, 12,000 and change for the future, and as the price moves, we can see there's no optionality in the portfolio, but as the price moves down we lose money, and it moves up we make money in a fairly uniform manner. So that's the information we've got, and let's just download those calculations back to our local PC to finish off with. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, let's go into our test scenarios, and it's uploaded as session results. If we take a look, we can see our original data which we put in, and that's been enhanced basically by the valuation and enriched. So that data is then available for download into management reporting or for PDF reporting. So at that point I'd like to leave it there.